Mad Sports Radio, The Gang Green Report with Mike Damergis and Rob Carpenter.
Mike Damergis along with Rob Carpenter for the Gang Green Report week number 4. And hold on to your horses, Rob. The Jets are 2-2 with another fourth quarter comeback down double digits. The Jets come back and win this one. Unbelievable, 24-20 over the Pittsburgh Steelers, where they always have trouble playing.
It was a little weird, man. These guys actually stayed in the fourth quarter on the road. They call themselves road warriors, and at this point, with the season, you gotta believe what they're saying. So it's not going to matter the venue that they're in. Now they just need to turn that around and get some victories in MetLife Stadium, and things would be a whole lot better. But at this point, 2-2. First 3 games with Joe Flacco, and this game with Zach coming back as his first game. Got to be a little impressed with the kid coming back playing in his first game, especially in fourth quarter. I
got to tell you, in the third quarter, I'm thinking to myself, they can't beat a bad quarterback in Mitch Trubisky. They can't beat a rookie quarterback in Pickett. And what does this team got to do to come out with a win? And lo and behold, the fourth quarter, Zach looked dynamite. The plays looked dynamite. Defense came up big. All that, all the parts that needed to come together have come together for the 2 road wins, nonetheless.
It's a little weird that you actually get all 3 parts of a team playing well all at the same time. It just hasn't happened for them the whole game. It basically was the fourth quarter of both their wins that you get all 3 parts of the game, special teams, defense, and offense, coming together all at once to play a total game. Now they just need to put that together for a whole game, and the wins will come. You're not saying that's going to be easy. We know Zach is still going to have his, ups and downs, but, him playing in that game and these 2 wins, the way these fourth quarters have turned out, and putting, like you just said, putting the whole package together, offense, defense, special teams for one quarter, that's actually good to see.
And it seemed like the Jets offensive line was pushing the Steelers defensive line around a little bit. We haven't seen that in years either.
And the ironic thing about that is the offensive line, had another one go down, Max Mitchell goes down, and, they have another substitute in, and you got Elijah Vera Tucker, who's moved from guard to tackle. Guys are moving around, and that offensive line is a fluid piece right now. But, for whatever reason, they're being coached well, and, they're just going out on the field and actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. And it was good to see that they actually protected Zach, as well as they did, with a lot of guys playing out of position. And the running game got going just a little bit. So from here on out, hopefully they get a couple of guys back from injury. Hopefully Dwayne Brown comes back, soon. And, the sky's the limit from here, because you can't get any worse than the way the season starts, especially with this whole line.
Well, if the Bills would have just lost here, I mean, we're looking at 2-2. He's looking pretty good. What'd you see in Zach Wilson that really gives Jet fans hope here? What'd you see in him in the pocket? The play selection I thought was a little quicker, not keeping him out there, sitting back in the pocket where he's going to get sacked. What did you see in Zach Wilson?
Well, the good thing was, early in the game, I actually, tweeted during the game that one of the plays where he escaped a sack and, scrambled out to his left and then eventually threw the ball away. That play probably would have been dead if that was Flacco. He probably would have been sacked. But, Zach showed his athletic ability to get out of some sacks, his escapability to get away from the rush and keep plays alive. That's going to bode well for the team down the line, because if he gets out of the pocket, big plays can be made downfield. We've seen him do it, his rookie year, and it's probably going to continue, as long as he stays healthy. But because there's big play guys down the field, I know Corey Davis likes when Zach is playing. Elijah Moore likes when Zach is playing. The good thing about it is that Zach has, a chance to spread the ball around, which he did quite a bit yesterday. So that was good to see. Especially in the fourth quarter, guys were making plays all over the field. He uses everybody, and that's good to see. So the defense can't actually, just clamp down on one guy and make it easy on the defense. There's weapons there for him to use.
And we saw something nice. Sauce Gardner living up to the hype as a top pick there. Giving Jet fans hopeful, and he, that having that shutdown corner adds to defense.
It's on both sides, not just Sauce, it's DJ Reed too. That's a great thing, because Sauce is actually learning on the job. Not to say that he's not up to the task, because we know he is. He's ready and willing to get out there and tangle with the best receivers in the league. But having another guy on the other side that's just as good, makes that defense, click just a little. Now, as long as the pass rush comes along, which we saw yesterday, coming along and getting pressure on the quarterback, as long as those guys continue to do that up front, and they can do it up front with just 4, which they did pretty much, all day yesterday. I don't think they blitzed much at all. Just the 4 guys actually getting pressure and keeping a run in check. That's going to bode well for this defense down the line, especially with all these big games and especially division games coming up. Miami, Buffalo, Patriots coming up. That's a test for them. It's going to be pretty good for the next few weeks to keep that defensive backfield clean.
And would you make of the they got some movement there in the running game with Hall, and would you think the running game which could help Zach Wilson?
It's a good thing, because what I wanted to see was Hall actually come about and be used a little more, and I think LaFleur is getting him more involved in the running game. Again, that's going to bode well for the O-line when the O-line can actually gel. It's going to take a little while with these guys actually in and out of the lineup and guys moving around. That's the toughest area to get to gel as fast as they need to be. But Breece, he can make things happen when he gets the ball in his hand. We've seen that already, and I like what I'm seeing from the kid. And the running game will come along as the season goes along, and he's going to be a big part of it.
What did you think of the end of the game and the final seconds? I'm thinking the Jets are letting too much time off the clock here. It's going to come back and bite them. And boy, Jet fans were holding their breath there at the end of the game when it looked like, oh no, this could be ruled a fumble. I mean, for the Jets gods were looking down and it's there because it was split second that ball crossed the goal line.
When you saw it live, I immediately said touchdown. But when it was ruled a fumble, I'm like, wait, hold on, did I miss something? You had to see the replay, but that's a guy that's used to getting in the end zone. Breece had tons of touchdowns while at Iowa State, so he knows how to get the ball over the end zone. He knows what the crucial part. All he needs is the nose of the ball to hit that line, and that's it. And he made the move on the linebacker in the hole, which other running backs probably would have been stopped dead. One-on-one right there in the hole. He made the move and didn't realize he could actually stretch the ball out and get it over. But like you said, the football gods in the past may not have been so kind to the Jets, but yesterday, things worked out.
So 2-2, a quarter of the way through the season now. Now they get a break. The Jets, a couple of weeks ago, playing Miami, looked like an absolute loss, but now Tua is out for the game. They face Teddy Bridgewater. So there seems to be hope for the Jets here, possibly to go 3-2. I mean, it's not out of the realm possibility that the Jets are 3-2 when we talk next week.
It's not out of the realm at all. We've been speaking this whole time, Mike, saying that there's possibilities that these guys could actually get these wins. And they've got 2 already when most everybody would count them out as 0-4 to start the season. But, as you said, we'll see Teddy Bridgewater. The only thing is, Teddy's used to not turn the ball. That's the thing. He's going to make sure that he takes care of the ball. He may not throw the ball down the field like Tua has been with those weapons that they have with Waddle and Tyreek. But Teddy will get rid of the ball. He's not going to take many sacks. So it's good. The D-line is going to have their work cut out for them. Come Sunday. But the one thing I do like is the fact that it isn't Tua, and because he's been tossing that ball down the field a lot. And we know Tyreek makes things happen, but it's also going to be a test for Sauce and for DJ Reed, because those 2 wide receivers that they have, they're very good. They're 2 of the best in the league. So this will be a good test for that defense.
Well, Jet fans break out the Jet skier. I said in past weeks that when the Yankee season was still going on, the Jet season was over in October. The Jets are playing a meaningful game in October. This is huge. This is time to break out the champagne almost in some ways. This might be the game for first place. I mean, they're 1 game out right now, so they win this game. You never know what happens with Buffalo. They could be in first place. Coming to the second week in October. All right, Rob Carpenter and Mike Damergis here for the Gang Green Report, week number 4. The Jets beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-20. We'll catch you next week.